and today I'm bringing you a video that has been long anticipated. I've had quite a few requests and I keep meaning to do it, but then just never find the time. This is the video where I show you how I test for gold and silver. So I have all of my stuff out in front of me here, and in a moment I'll switch it down so you can see what I'm doing. But I wanted to share with you some of the tools I use so you can get an idea of what I do. So this is my jewelry magnet that I take with me. It goes with me in my garage sale bag so that I can quickly just hold it and touch, like if there's a basket full of jewelry, I can just quickly assess if something is magnetic or not. And then another thing I bring with me frequently is my loop, my jeweler's loop. And this is a 30 by 21 millimeter loop that I carry. Now, when I don't have my loop with me, I will use the phone and the cameras, the zoom on my camera, and frequently that will work. So that's another tool I use. This one I don't use quite as often, but sometimes it comes in handy. It's a diamond tester, but it can be very tricky to learn how to use because you have to charge it and make sure it's set to the right. Anyway, so it's kind of tricky, but I don't think I'm going to be using that today. But it's something I keep around because it's cheaper to figure it out and have one of your own than to take it to a jeweler if you're not sure. Another thing I have here is my scale that I use, and it all kind of came in a kit. I think I have a link in the bottom with the kit that I have. And then this is the box with all of the acids that I use. I'll show you. Inside, oh, there's a glove that I use. So inside you've got the different acids, and then these are for if you want to shave off some of the metal, which I don't normally do. There's a few other little doodads in there. And then I always have gloves handy because the acids will take care of your skin, that's for sure. And then I have a little, I actually think I need to get a bigger one of these. This is where I rub some of the gold onto, and I found a white tile to use for my silver, because when you test for silver, the acid turns red and it's really hard to see on the black, but it's a little better on this, not on the slick side, but on the porous side that I use for that. Okay, so I have got a bag, or two rather. This is from my big jewelry haul, and from that big giant jewelry box. So I've got a bag of silver, or things that I think might be silver, gold, or might be gold, and then a couple that I'm sure are gold. So I'm going to maneuver the camera down so you can see what I'm doing, and we'll get started. All right, yay! Okay, so I'm getting started. I'm going to start with the gold, and what I do is I take a few pieces to test at once. So I have a little bull pendant, and this is a little earring, and let's see, I'll do one more. This was one that I wasn't sure about. So I'll take 3 different things at a time. That kind of speeds up the process. I try to find a spot on the item that will be kind of inconspicuous to rub. And again, this is my way of doing this. I know there are other ways. And then also on this item has got this gold, you know, this one piece, but then the loop part is totally separate, this little jump ring. So that one may or may not be gold. But again, you know, you can always test it. That's why I use my magnet first, because if it's magnetic, then I know for sure it's not going to be solid gold. So I am going to start with a little edge, maybe on the back of my bull pendant, and I'm going to make a line like so. And I make it kind of long. Can you see that? And I will explain my reason for that in just a moment. What I do is I line them up so I know 1, 2, 3, which is which. With this little earring, which I still can never figure out because the post on it is so tiny, I couldn't figure out what it was for. I'm going to go ahead and do that one next and leave a mark like so. And then this one, this little loop, I'm looking for a spot probably on this little base part, if I can get like so. Okay, so now I've got my 3 marks, and I start with the lowest, which is the 10K acids. 10K comes first, And what I do is I just make a small line going from one part to the other like so. So that way I can take care of three in one. And then I wait. So what you're looking for is if the line underneath disappears, then you know that that item is not going to be 10K. So if the line stays there, then that means that it is gold, but it's more than 10 karat gold. So I'd have to go and try the next level of gold. The moment that the line disappears, that's the moment when you know, okay, I need to go back to the next, the step below, because the step below is what it was. So as of right now, I'm not sure if you can tell, none of the lines, let me close my blinds so you can get the glare off. Nope, that didn't really help. Well, it helped a little. You can see that none of the acid has not erased any of those lines, okay? Okay, so the next one I'm going to try, the next step up is the 14 karat gold. So I'm going to make a line next to that one. Not touching though. So over here, making a line with the 14 karat gold. Now this is interesting because these hoops are not marked at all, but I just put them in the bag because they were not magnetic and I thought I would give them a try. Okay, so the 14 karat gold I'm waiting on, but you can see that the line's still there on all of these. If you can see, the lines are still there underneath all three. So I've done the 10K, I've done the 14K, so next is the 18K. Now, this could be 14K, all right, because I think this one is actually marked 14K, my bull. So I fully anticipate that when I use the 18K on the last portion of it, that the line for the bull is going to disappear because it's marked 14K. So if it's marked correctly, then that's correct right there. Okay, so here comes the 18K. 18K is a little less common. I mean, 14K is usually what you end up finding. So what I am seeing, I'm trying to get it where you can see it too. It looks like they've all kind of disappeared. Let me see if I can pick it up. Uh-oh, those two are mingling. They're mingling over there. So you can see that the line on all of them for the last one has disappeared. That tells me that all three of these are 14K. Woo, 14K. So awesome. So now I clean off my stone like that. And then my gold pieces will go into a for sure gold bag. That are for sure gold. Where did my for sure gold go? This is my for sure gold bag. In you go, gold pieces. And since this one was 14K, then I know its mate is as well as this little ball one. Its mate will also be 14K. Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple more gold and then I will switch over to silver. This was one I don't really think is gold. It's some other kind of metal, but it was not at all magnetic. And so I thought it would just kind of be fun to show you as an example. Let's see, I'm looking for one that wasn't marked. All right, this one is marked with what looks like a 09A with like a number, which is not uncommon for European, not that I know the numbers for the gold, but some countries use a number for gold. Most, usually like European countries, older stuff. So I'll try this one. We'll try this one. And then let me do this necklace, which I think is super duper pretty. I'm so tempted to keep it. This necklace that has all these little stones in it. So this would be 2 pieces. I would have to test the pendant. I would have to test the pendant and the chain separately, but neither of them are magnetic. So first things first, I'm taking this piece, which I am pretty sure is like a copper or something like that. But because it wasn't magnetic, I thought, okay, let's just throw it in the bag and we'll try it. So I'll make a long mark like so. Then the next one, again, this is 2 pieces. I'm trying to find a good spot that's not going to be real noticeable. Hard to do with these gloves. My gloves, or glubs, as my little one calls them. My gloves. Oof. I would take them off, but I touched something that had the acid residue on it, and oh my gosh, it started burning my thumb. Okay, you can see that line there. Give it a little bit more. So I keep them kind of in line, so that's my first item. That's my second item. I'm gonna do the pendant and the chain separately. So here, good golly, I need smaller gloves. Here comes the pendant. Excuse my squeak. And then the chain, I'll do the chain separately. There, okay, help me remember. Pendant and then chain, because they could be different. I'm starting with my 10K acid first, 10K, and I make my line, and then we look and see. This first one has already disappeared. So just like I thought, I didn't think it was really gold, but I thought I would throw it in there anyway. But my little pendant is still, there's still a line there. Ooh, is there a line there? This one is really faint for this pendant. The line is there, but it's really, really faint. And then this chain, the line is still there. So sometimes older, like antique jewelry can be like 8 karat or 9 karat, have a different type of carat than 10 karat. So I'm looking at it. It's still there slightly. So this one might be like a 10 karat, but I'm gonna go ahead and test. I won't test the top one again because what's the point? So next, I am testing with the 14K. Oops, I tested the top one, I forgot. All right, let's see what happens. Ooh, I saw some little smoke coming off of that. I don't know if you caught it on the, that was weird. Okay, so I'm looking at it. I'm trying to shield some of the glare. So my little religious oval-y pendant, you can still see the gold under there, under the 14K. The pendant with the little blue stones, if it's there, it's very faint. I don't think it's still there, or it's slightly there. It's really, 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 really faint. So it may be something between like a 10 and a 14K, like a 12K, which sounds weird, but I think, you know, there's some vintage, different, like I said, groupings of metals. I don't know how you exactly call it, you know. And then the bottom one, you can see the chain is still, I mean, you can still see that line for sure. So this one and this one. Next up comes the 18K. Let's see if anybody disappears. And the kit does have a 24K. Where is it? No, it's a 22K, but I have never even opened it because it's so rare to find anything over the 18. Okay, oh, okay. So we're looking at this. I'm blocking out some of the glare to help you see better. So here's what I'm seeing. I don't know if you can still see it. Pretty much this one and this one are totally gone for the 18K, but if you can see it, this one right here, the line is still there. I mean, it's pretty faint, but you can still see a bit of the gold underneath it. So what I'm going to do I bust out the 22K? I don't know. What do you think? I'm gonna do it. I'm busting out the 22K. I doubt it's gonna be, it's just really, that line is still there though. So I'm gonna just put like a teeny beeny drop and see over here on the edge and see what happens. Oops, I think I dipped into the 22K. I'm not sure you can see that. Let me see if I can get it where you can see. You can't really see, but there is still, like I can see it. It's just hard because of the glare, but there's still some of the lines there underneath the 22K. So that little pendant might be 24. This one right here might be 24 karat gold, which is so rare because I never find anything like that anymore. But this one I'm so tempted to keep. Isn't it pretty? It's just like delicate and very feminine. So that one might be something I keep just because, right? It's a perk. And then somebody will say, don't be a hoarder, right? This one, I'm gonna put it on. And you can tell me what it looks like at the end. I'm gonna do a couple more just for fun, because why not? That's why we're here, right? This is that piece that I couldn't figure out what it was. It's like a ring sizer. So we're gonna still test it. So some of these, like, I don't think they are, but I thought, well, I'll test them anyway. Okay, so this is a surprise. I thought this one was going to be gold, but it is not. And I thought this one was not going to be gold, but it is. Okay. What I need to do though is test this dangly part, because this part is testing as gold, but I need to like scrub that part. And you see that the line is still there? Cool. Okay, so these two are not, which is fine. They go away. I'm just gonna take them away. So what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna re-scratch this one. So this one I did not think was going to be gold. So what I'm going to do is, because when I scratched, I just did this part that goes into the ear. Hang on, let me get where you can see it. I only scratched this portion that goes like through the ear, and I didn't scratch this portion or this portion or that portion. As you can see, they're all different bits, they're all different pieces put together. So just because this part that goes through your ear is gold doesn't mean that this part down here is, but I'm gonna test it because I didn't think that it was gonna be gold. So this is the ear part. This is the back that clips. Next I'm going to scratch the leaf. Okay, and then finally I'm gonna scratch the bulb part at the bottom. So let's see if the whole thing is gold. So starting again with the 10K. That is so cool. Because these earrings are not marked. They're obviously vintage or antique, but I really did not think they were going to be gold. I just thought they were costume jewelry. So as you can see, none of the marks are fading away with the 10K. So next I'm going to try the 14K. Here comes 14K. Whoosh. Let me see if I can block out that glare. So there's the 14K. Just waiting a second. They're starting to fade a little bit. Okay, you see one of them faded out. This part, the backing that clips on, looks like it faded out. It looks like some of the other parts are fading out slowly. They're still there a little bit though. It's not totally gone. So that was the 14K. So next see they're fading some, but some of them are still, and if you could see, you can't really see closer, but they're still kind of there. So I'm thinking they're gonna end up being 14K or 12K. They could end up being 12K. Okay, and that's the 18K that I just put on them. Let me block the glare, and you can see, oh yeah, it's gone. They're like, oh yeah, no. So, how exciting. I didn't think that these were going to be gold, but they are. So I would say 14K for at least most of it. Okay, next up I am going to test some silver. Okay, I've got a few earrings here. I'll probably test these pendants as well. Let me do one at a time though. Okay, so this earring is marked 925. I'm gonna find a spot to scratch it. Let's see right here. So right there. And you can see that the line is turning red underneath there. I'm trying to get that. You can see how it turned red before it faded away. And there's still little bits of red. Okay, let me try another piece that I am pretty sure is silver. So here is a pendant I'm going to try. I'm not sure it's silver though. So yes, that pendant is silver. You can see the line turned red underneath. So this one is silver as well. So I thought these were going to be silver, but now I'm not so sure because I tested them. They're very tarnished, but maybe they're just not. Well, maybe not, because you can see kind of this goldish color underneath there. So yeah, these are not gonna be, they're really interesting looking though. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you found this video useful. Again, those are the ways that I test my gold and silver, and then from there I'll decide whether or not I want to keep it and sell it on my own, or take it to a gold buyer and just get a payout from them, which is always an option. The silver for now I'm holding on to because silver prices are so low that I just keep it in a bag until I decide to take it in. Okay, and here's that necklace. Tell me what you think. I think the chain is too short for me, but I think it's so pretty. Okay, again, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already, and I will talk to you later. Thanks so much. Bye.